Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Not as much blood as I'd hope. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the As Seen on TV podcast for Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 6, Blood of My Blood. I'm your host Mike, and joining me is John. And Cleo.
Hello.
And Pat and Michelle.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, Blood of My Blood's not about spilling blood, it's about, Colin his, Khalasar.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what that is about.
But it's Khaleesi and her Khalasar this time.
I thought I was about sister kissing.
Well, we
He
didn't see any.
needs to stop doing that.
No.
I mean, I thought that too. I was like, oh, I forgot this is still a thing. And then I'm like, this will be a thing forever. Why am I thinking it's ever going to stop?
It's so not right. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
I saw a picture from episode 1, him throwing Bran out the window. It's like, remember when this was the worst moment, on television? Remember when you really hated this guy and thought nobody could be any worse than him?
Oh, yeah.
Fun times.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where to start with this episode. Actually, I know where to start. Last week we forgot to mention the fact that Theon and Yara escape from the Iron Islands, probably because all the stuff with Hodor got us so overshadowed.
Yeah, stole a bunch of ships.
They stole all of the ships.
Yeah.
If it floated and wasn't taking on water, they took it.
I mean, they have a lot of people loyal to them.
Mm-hmm.
They had enough crewmen for all the ships. That says a lot.
Yeah. So.
And I have a feeling once they're, ready, they're gonna pay the iron price to get it back.
And, if you're on Greyjoy, build me 1,000 ships. With what lumber? Your island does not have any trees on it.
And they all scamper off. They're like, okay, let's do this.
Stone, maybe.
All right, stone boats.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They
say
would sink right away.
They're like great Sea Lord Master, whatever your title is. We don't have a lot of the wood, but we got grass, and Mike over here, he has a fur coat that his wife doesn't want anymore.
And we have some
I can give you my socks.
steel.
But he just strikes me as a guy that's so motivated that even if there's no chance of him succeeding, he's gonna do it anyway.
He's an asshat.
Yeah. But see, he's such a fascinating asshat because he's like, I'm gonna go to Daenerys, give her 1,000 ships, and make her my wife. And then we get Daenerys this episode who's like, I need ships. And I have a feeling she'll just be like, all right, let's get married then.
I have one big question.
He's so sure of
with
it.
there being no wood, what are they gonna do? Use the bridge?
Maybe.
We got the
Trade.
bridge. Great. We have one rowboat.
Right.
I mean, I would say trade for it, or, I don't know.
No, this guy's true Ironborn. He's not gonna fucking trade. He's going to kill people to get trees. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna go do raids like they always do. And
With
take
what
trees.
boats?
They'll swim. I don't know.
Ferociously.
Like I said, this guy seems like a dude who's gonna get shit done, even if it doesn't seem likely.
All right, then.
He's determined. He's very determined. I'll give him that.
He will reveal himself to the queen as the Queen of Salt, and learn how to divide water like Moses.
So on to this episode, now that we've covered that, what we missed. My whole thought after the end of the previous episode, with the whole hold the door thing, was, great, Bran and Mira are now in the middle of the wilderness, north of the wall, with a horde of angry zombies that will still be following them after they've chewed on Hodor's warm body, and reanimated him into a white.
Oh shit, that's right. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's
Oh no!
gonna be a big fucking white coming after them.
I'm not ready for zombie Hodor.
Hopefully he doesn't die. He's strong enough to hold the door.
mean
He's very dead.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want him to die.
I don't want a zombie Hodor.
I don't want a zombie.
No. The argument isn't whether or not he's dead. He is absolutely 10,000% dead.
No! Don't say
Mega,
that.
Just hope
mega
that
dead.
he's dead and not zombie dead.
No. No one burnt the body, and the fucking guy who can raise the zombies is there,
Yeah.
looking at a giant fucking guy. Like, wow, he'd be a great zombie.
Ow.
Back
Wow.
in guys, we're using them.
Look at the size and strength of that one. He'd be worth like 4 of these other guys.
Get a club in that son of a bitch's
True,
hand.
he does have strength.
Did anyone else guess that it was Benjen?
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
There's been a theory for a long time that he's not dead.
I thought it was Reaper.
Too much Overwatch?
I mean, there's a character in the books who's been helping people north of the wall. Helped Bran at some point earlier. Helped, I think he even helped Jon at one point. The character's name was Cold Hands, and from the tell of it, he was undead.
Yeah. Oh.
And the theory was, oh my God, Cold Hands is Benjen Stark. Well, I'm guessing that's what they're throwing at us right now.
It's true. Well, actually, yes, because I watched for the first time After the Thrones.
Oh, okay. How was that?
It was very interesting. It was good. I really liked it. I expected it to be a carbon copy of Talking Dead, but it's not, and it's really good.
You should start watching it.
Yeah, and they referred to him as Cold Hands, and I didn't know why. I was confused. I was like, did I miss something?
I know.
So, okay, they're just throwing that like, hey, guess what? We're spoiling that little thing from the book too.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
whatever. It was guessed at a while ago. So yeah, zombies chasing Bran and Mira, and some mysterious rider on a horse with what I can only assume was a flaming Kasarigama, because hook on chain and weight on chain.
Yeah, that's what it was.
For sure.
The whole time, before that, the whole time Bran is like viewing all of history that relates to his family.
Yeah.
Well, not all of it relates to his family.
Yeah, true. All of history that relates to the show.
It was the Mad King, right? That he saw telling him to burn it all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we said, his family.
The Mad King's his family?
Not Bran's.
If we see in turn the whole theory about Jon
With
Snow,
Jon, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, if the theory of Jon holds true, but
Fan theory.
But to me, it wasn't. I didn't just think that it was his like history, his family's history. To me, it was like, this is what the Three-Eyed Raven's giving him, like a sort of like, this is some important stuff, and to me it's like, okay, I see why most of this is important. Why is Robb Stark's death that important? Like, Robb dying was in there. It's like, why is that so important?
Because it set the North back about 100 years.
That's
I mean, it opens the path for the Boltons to take over.
Right. The Boltons hold the North, and that's not nothing. The Starks have held the North for a very, very long time.
Thousands of years long time.
Yeah, like,
Forevers.
you killed Robb, you killed the heir, you basically destroyed, in one fell swoop, stopped his resistance against the Lannisters and everything.
yeah, that's sort of just done.
Yeah, it's a huge deal, because like, if you even just from like a militaristic standpoint, like, that would be written about in our history books if like that was if we were reading about this and that was our world, that would be like someone assassinating a Southern general during the Civil War, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Robert E. Lee just got shot in the mouth mid-war.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, it ties it to what happened at the the twins. Is that what it's called?
That's what they call the Castle of the Twins.
In this episode. So
which
that too.
It's been a while, but we get some more Walder Frey, who is
his idiot sons.
Now that
they're stupid.
Now that Maester Aemon Targaryen's dead, is probably the oldest man in Westeros.
True.
Yeah.
He's supposed.
How old is Pycelle?
Not nearly as old.
Not that old.
Not that old.
No, Walder Frey at the time of the first Game of Thrones book was 101.
Oh, all right.
So he's old.
He's ancient.
Yeah, he should not have a 19-year-old wife.
I was gonna say.
He does.
But
he
he
shouldn't
should.
do a lot of things, but
But he
Yes.
does.
Shouldn't do as much blow as he does. Maybe that's why he's still alive.
But he's just there, I guess, musing over the fact that his men are incompetent. Because
They lost.
Brynden Tully, the Blackfish, they lost him.
How'd you lose a castle? You didn't lose it. You let them take it.
Right.
I like that distinction. That was a nice distinction.
It's like, oh, yeah, that makes it all the more better.
Yeah.
So, River Run is back in the hands of the Tullys, which is good, because they're supposed to be there. I don't know how I see that playing out, because the Freys still have Cat's brother,
Yeah.
who is technically the heir to River Run.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Mm-hmm.
interesting. I could have sworn he was dead too. I didn't remember that he wasn't.
No.
And they just bring him out and I'm like,
And technically, the Red Wedding was his wedding night.
his wedding, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was carried off with the with his bride,
Yeah.
who we don't see anymore either.
Right. He was carried off to consummate the marriage, and then the shit went down.
Well, I mean, because that was one of Frey's daughters, right?
Yeah.
He probably just married her to somebody else.
Probably. He has a lot of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. That honestly came out of left field. I was not expecting that.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Like, seeing his face this episode was, wow, you're not dead. Congratulations.
You're very, very dirty. Kept in a dungeon or whatever.
Alright, on to a character I actually give a shit about. Sam.
Yeah, really.
Oh, I
Sam! Ah!
He brings his wife and son,
Yeah.
wife and son home, but at this point they, for all intents and purposes, are his wife and son.
Yeah.
I gotta say, with the exception of his dad, his family was pretty chill.
Yeah, even his brother was pretty cool.
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah. Obviously, the father
Yeah.
has his claws in him, but
Yeah.
if the father didn't have his claws in him, I think he'd be a pretty good person.
He'd be a
Right.
decent human being.
Yeah.
It's an awkward spot when you're like, wow, I have one son.
Yeah.
One son. And
I
then,
have-
Uh-huh. Yep.
what do I say?
Yeah, how do you respond to that? Like, I have one son, while the second one's just sitting there eating a loaf of bread.
Yeah. Oh, and it was so sad, just like how you could see in his face when he turns down the bread. It's like that stuff went on his entire life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're fat. You're no good. You're this.
You're
You're
a
a waste.
fat bookworm. Mrr.
You'll become.
And
nothing.
I can see it when he was younger. He'd turn the bread away when his father made a mention, but obviously you'd be hungry if you didn't eat what you had to eat, So
Right.
he'd go and in the middle of the night and go eat because he was
Maybe
hungry because
excessively.
he's a
Probably
person.
excessively at the same point because Daddy picks on him, so
Right.
comfort is
His
food.
feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
he
it's just
probably
like-
was not the best warrior or anything like that.
Right.
So
I would imagine his mom might have been like,
Yeah.
came up to his room and I'm like, here, honey, I got you some, some
Yeah.
dessert or whatever.
But
There's
that's like a
something
vicious
to care.
cycle of
Well, yeah, because if he just ate at fucking dinner time, he wouldn't have gained so much weight.
Right.
Yep.
That's why he left in the middle of the night and said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Oh,
For
and
two.
when they introduced this is Heartsbane, it's made of Valyrian steel. I was like, we need
They
that.
need that.
You don't
That's
believe
exactly-
White Walkers exist? We need that. We
Right.
need it.
That's exactly what I said too. I was like, we're
And he
conscripting
goes and
that
he
sword,
takes the sword.
sir.
I'm like, yes.
I agree.
But this was all after Gilly basically told his dad off.
Told him
Oh,
about
Gilly.
himself.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I was like, "Yes, I love her."
But at the same point, it stated that she was a wildling and really pissed him off.
Is she-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he backed down too. That was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's like, out of respect for my wife, you can stay here. Like, all that stuff. But
I feel like if Sam just stood up to him, he'd back off too.
right.
Like
Like, if-
he's a blowhard.
He is a blowhard, and, I sent you to the wall to, maybe hope it'll make a man out of you. Well, if Sam would have just stood up and said something back, or just
Right.
stood up for himself in general, like, I don't know, there's a tiny bit of it made a man out of you.
Exactly.
Not to mention
And
the
I mean,
fact that you killed a really dangerous wildling and a White Walker.
Exactly. And the problem is they don't believe that those things exist.
Well, they know
Right.
wildlings exist.
Oh, of course, wildlings. I meant the
White
whites.
They're like
Mhm.
The White Walkers.
Yeah,
White
exactly.
Walkers are like, oh, that's bullshit.
But
That's
they're all,
not.
like,
That doesn't
laughing
exist.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, best comeback for Sam. You should eat that bread, son. Dad, when was the last time Mom looked at you with love in her eyes? It's like 30. No, more. Probably more.
Before I was
Yeah.
born, maybe?
Maybe
Never.
the first year of your wedding, maybe.
Never.
That's it.
Eh,
Give her
Actually, never looked at you that way.
maybe never, Dad. Maybe never.
Maybe never.
Maybe
Maybe
never.
that's just forced.
That's going to go over well. Randall Tarley's going to wake up the next morning, go to eyeball his prized possession of one really awesome sword, and it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny. I was watching. I said I watched After the Thrones, and they were like, I don't know why. Well, not all of them said that, but one of them was like, I don't know why he took the sword. I think that was short sighted. I'm like, no, they need the sword. They need it.
They need
need
as much Valyrian steel as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, especially because they lost all that dragon glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start mining. Find somewhere. Start mining more.
Seriously, you could just go back to what was this island? That island? Just go
Dragonstone.
back there. Just go back to Dragonstone. It's
Yeah,
it's not like you had all the obsidian.
I wonder what
Like,
the
there's-
status of that island is now that Stannis is dead.
Yeah.
That's true. I wonder.
I wonder if anyone's realized and gone to retake it.
Well, who else's sword has Valyrian? It's Brienne's has.
Brienne,
Yes.
Brienne
and Jamie.
and Jamie have
Yeah.
Valyrian steel swords, so Brienne can be
She
just.
doesn't anymore. Jamie gave it to Brienne.
Right.
Oh,
Jamie
right,
gave it
right,
to
right.
Brienne.
Free.
Oh,
Very.
yes, it's buried with it. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's buried with it. That tit.
Yeah.
You just excavate his grave and just
So
take
at
it.
least
I'm sorry. I get very
Brienne-
mad when we talk about Joffrey.
Brienne can fight a White
Who,
Walker.
who doesn't? He's a dickhole.
Yeah.
He is.
Even in death, he's screwing people over.
Right.
There's not many of them left. Like,
There aren't.
most of the older houses, like, they'll have one as a family heirloom. Like, the Starks had one. The Mormonts had one because they're an Old North house. The Tarleys have one because they're an old house. The Lannisters had one, and it was lost.
Where'd they lose it?
They make a big Tywin makes a big to do with that in the books, because there's their middle brother Tywin and Kevin went off on like an adventure and took the family sword, and he like died in Valyria, or something like that.
Oh.
So
Folks, it's not.
I need to read these
yeah,
books.
their family, their family blade has been lost. So there's really not a lot of them.
Yeah, no, there's not.
I'm hoping Dany figures out how to reforge them now that she has a living dragon.
Yes, I was actually just gonna say that. Something. That'd be something like that they can do.
Who knows? All right. We did Sam. We did Bran. We did the fact that Benjen Stark is alive.
Yes.
Let's talk about Arya and her upcoming shitstorm.
She's
Ooh.
like, yeah, I don't want to do
Girl.
this anymore.
Watches the play, realizes that the other actress is jealous. And what way to shoot yourself into the spotlight? Oh, the lead actress mysteriously died.
So, but you're saying that like she has something to do with the House of Black and White.
The House of Black and White are they're hired assassins.
They are. I thought they killed for the many-faced god.
An offering is made to the many-faced god.
Oh, so you think she made an offering to the many-faced god?
Listen, Many-Faced God likes money
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
And it's not even money.
Kind of like our God. He loves money, man.
They describe it when Arya gets there. They describe it in the book a little bit better, but the price is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's something that will be missed.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be money,
Yeah.
or
Well,
could be a prized heirloom. It could be the person's actual, their life in exchange for another. There's a whole list of things.
yeah, because we saw last season the two people who came to the house one of them offered up their life, right? Because they drank from the fountain.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
So they take a measurable payment, something that is, I don't know the word to use here, something appropriate that they say.
Yeah.
Who knows what kind of an arm and a leg this girl had to pay, but
Really.
yeah. Arya changes her mind.
Yeah.
Grabs needle, which was supposedly thrown out.
Well, she buried it there. I'm
Yeah, we
amazed
saw
was
her
still
bury
there.
it when she threw
Of
the rest
course.
of her
Yeah,
Well, I
clothes.
know, but she told them that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Of course.
So now, Jack and Hagar orders her death.
Yeah, and
After her.
Arya puts herself against a wall, with Needle.
Mm-hmm.
So, bitch better be really good with a stick. She's about to get stuck with the pointy end. What's the other girl's name? I don't know her name.
The character she's called the Waif. Another
Christina, a girl has no name.
I didn't.
Come on.
another name they use in the book that they haven't expressly used in the show, but that's who she's supposed to be.
Right, because that was another thing in After the Thrones. They were referring to her as the Waif, and I was like, I'm sorry, what?
The wave. I
Are
like
they
that.
just grossly mispronouncing wife?
WAIF.
Got it.
The Waif.
The
Like a
wife.
waif.
The wife.
Her
If you say it
without
like a Scotsman, the wife.
The waif. The waif.
Irish, the wave.
The Waif.
There you go.
So
Do you want to change your Waif?
Get a divorce.
and
Yeah.
Jack
I'm
seems a
better than
little upset. Well, just a little disappointed. Like shame.
Yeah.
Like bitch had potential.
Yeah, like literally.
Don't make her suffer.
God damn
Damn it.
it, so close.
Mm-hmm.
Getting there, she was working hard, and then yep.
Ooh, and we see him like peel a dude's face off.
Yeah.
Like add this to the wall.
Yeah, really.
I'm actually a little happy that Arya's not giving up herself because she's such a cool person.
Mm-hmm.
She really is, but
But
This is gonna fuck her.
I noticed Daniela in chat way back mentioned that it could be another kind of test. I don't know where I saw it.
I think the test was killing the actress, and she failed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Or this could be some test within a test. Some more.
I mean, if there's
Deception.
a possibility, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I think right now Arya's hunkering down for a fight. She's just waiting.
Right.
She's like sick of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with her
She
back
knows
against
it's
the wall.
coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's not stupid.
But like, if she kills the waif, will Jaqen come after her? Like, how does this work?
Yeah, and because they seem to be the only
When is she
two
ever-
in the order.
There's more of them.
There's more. They just don't
Yeah.
live there.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
And being they can take on any face, you'd never know it.
That's true.
They are no one. They are everyone. It's kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
They want nothing.
I mean, it is actually mentioned way back when King Robert was alive. Another book quote here. He mentions to Baelish during a small council meeting, how much would it cost to hire a faceless man to kill Daenerys? And he answers, it'll take more money than we've ever had in the royal treasury. Like, well, shit, that's off the table.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anyway, back to... I don't know. What did we miss?
I feel like we missed a lot.
We did.
Danny?
I was all excited. Oh, we'll get to Danny. I'll save her for the end.
Okay, sure. Sorry.
King's
Oh,
Landing.
that's right.
The
King's
Tyrell
Landing.
army shows up.
The Walk of Atonement that never happened.
Well,
I
the,
was
the
so-
union between the High Sparrow and now Tomlin.
I was
Like,
so excited
But-
before that.
For a fight, you mean?
Oh yeah, the Tyrell army comes in. Jaime rides right up the stairs. It's like,
Yeah.
please take the High Sparrow's head off, because what are they going to do to you? Seriously. And, yeah, all of us would gladly give our lives in service of the gods. Well, that's lovely, because you're about to.
You're all gonna.
Have fun with
Right.
that.
You're all gonna, and it's gonna amount to nothing for you. And then all of a sudden, Tommen walks out of the sept, and I'm like, you easily manipulated prepubescent little fuck.
Here's the thing.
Well, it's because they fucking manipulated Marjorie. And
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I don't think they
Or
did.
is she playing a weird game?
She's playing
Or
the
is
long
she
con.
still in it?
Definitely. I think she's playing it. Like,
It might be the long game in order for her and her brother to get out.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's also to depower the Lannisters and get the
That's
king
true.
under her control once and for all.
That's true.
There
That's-
is that.
I thought of, yeah.
Because I'm not 100% convinced.
She did not drink the Kool-Aid.
Belt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alex said was the one who said it was a test, not Daniela. Sorry, guys. It was
Oh.
a while back in the episode. I'm trying to keep up and work it in.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with you guys. Like, it's great. Keep coming, but
So
forgive us if we get something wrong.
I do that often. I'm terrible. Anyway, Tommen. Is he going along with it, or is he just everybody's happy little puppet?
He's everybody's happy little puppet. He's such a precious idiot.
I just want what I want.
Well, he
now.
doesn't know shit.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my pretty, beautiful wife that I miss having sex with tells me this thing, and I'm going to do it so that I can continue to sleep
I
with her.
thought he even knows what to do there.
No, he's had it, because remember he was having it, like, over and over. He was like, it was like a kid with a new toy. Oh,
Yeah.
great, I
How
want
can we go again?
Oh, that is true. That is true. Ew.
And then in turn, like, at the same point, it was just perfect, because, oh, High Sparrow's sending away, Jamie.
Right.
Yeah, that one. You're no longer fit to be my Kingsguard because you acted against the crown.
Yep.
It was like, I didn't act against the crown, I acted against that dumbass. Well, if you act against them, you're acting against the crown.
Now, yeah, that's the truth now. That's the law now.
You ever notice how Tommen's like always looking like he's about to cry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. He's so stressed out.
He's just like,
he really is.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I hate
I
him.
know.
Don't tell me what to do.
I just want to go back to my room, pet my cat, and have happy naked fun time with my beautiful wife.
Yeah.
He's really pretty.
I forgot they had a cat.
Sir Pounce.
Yeah, I know. I totally
to
forgot about him.
I forgot they had a cat too. Oh.
They have a cat?
Yes.
Yeah.
uh-huh. But
They
I mean,
mentioned him in After the Thrones, and I was like, oh, I forgot about him.
I love how the cat has derailed this whole conversation. I'm sorry.
like, I'm kind of glad that Jamie is at least going to be useful now instead of just pouting with his wife about how much being royalty sucks.
You mean
His
sister?
What the fuck's the difference at this point?
I don't know.
Sister wife.
Safe.
If
Sister wife.
yeah, and you know what going to try and take back the Blackfish is gonna mean? He's gonna run into Brienne.
Which means maybe, just maybe, he'll be a smart and just murder the
And
Boltons.
they'll be like, maybe we shouldn't fight. Maybe let's talk a little bit. Like, I'm afraid maybe they'll end up fighting each other, and I will be crying.
And Jamie will lose.
Jamie will definitely lose.
I mean,
We'd lose a fight with anyone there
yeah,
at this
Jamie.
point.
Like, he's probably practiced enough where he's back to being a decent swordsman, but he's not the,
He's not what he used to be.
he's not the legendary blade he once was.
And
Right.
Brienne's just been getting better. Like, she's just been getting better.
She's just
Well,
awesome.
it's not even that much
She's
of
so
getting
skilled.
better, she's getting so confident.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I keep on losing people I'm supposed to protect. All of a sudden.
And she's just that skilled.
There is
Yeah.
that.
And I
Norman's
just,
gonna have a hard on when he sees her fight.
oh my god. I can't even wait.
Oh my.
I can't.
Hey.
They are my OTP. They're the ship.
They're
that I will sail
everybody's.
forever.
I think my favorite thing I saw on the internet was like, "You got any wildling in you?" She's like, "No." He's like,
You want
"Want some?"
What does that
No.
mean?
What?
The wild-
Stop smiling and saying that.
He just, oh, it's great.
There's
But
not.
I hope that when Brienne and Jamie see each other, that they will talk and like work shit out. Because if they don't, I'll be sad.
Oh, to Brienne, yes.
Me too. I'll be very sad. Daenerys.
Daddy.
Well,
She knew.
Oh, she knew.
She felt him.
She had. Not sure how she knew he was there, but she knew he was there.
She felt him.
Yeah.
She really felt his presence, yes. So to speak.
And apparently she can now ride him at will.
And she saw his giant shadow, maybe,
Which,
in the
like most of them
sky.
had in her life.
I'll be right back.
It's like, I'll be right back. You know, everybody's just waiting, like, I'm going after her, wait here for me. Like, I don't know where the hell she
Yeah.
went. Make sure she's not, like, dead in a, you know, a crevasse or something somewhere.
And then just dragon.
I know, I
Yeah.
love it.
It's like, so first I made you shit your pants when I killed all your leaders in a hut and walked out unscathed, naked, and on fire.
Eight.
Now I'm going to land in front of you in the one thing, because you worship horses. What eats horses? Dragons eat horses.
Dragons. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, it was at the same point, too. She was talking about, like, how many ships do we need?
Mm.
Well, I
1,000.
got a dragon. Does that help? Does that, does that fix any little
Does
part
that do
of this?
anything for you?
Way to inspire, though.
Yeah.
God,
Like,
she like rallied them.
just like, normally they would pick a few, 3 Blood Riders to be, like, their second. I'm not going to pick all 70,000 of you.
Yeah. All of you are blood of my blood. You
like-
are all, you
Yeah.
know.
In my eyes, you are worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it got me a little nervous because of like the wording she was using. It's like, we're going to rip down their stone towers, all of this stuff. And it made me think of, what's his name? The guy with the naked lady knife?
Dario.
Dario. Always, forever, I will forget his name. Dario was saying, you're a conqueror. That's what you do. And that was very much conquering lingo. Like,
Oh,
it doesn't
yeah.
sound like she's going to
He's
come
part of-
and be benevolent. It's like she's going to come and just lay waste.
Which is an interesting thought. Is she going to end up being a bad guy?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
she...
don't know.
I would imagine dragons would be effective against White Walkers.
Yes, this is
Oh
true.
yeah.
But is she going to learn quick enough? Like, by the way, I know you like, Princess Conqueror thing. There's like this zombie problem in the snowy part
Got an
of the
issue.
world. I don't know if you know what snow is. Dragon? Can we borrow him?
Also,
Maybe
got a
borrow them.
we also
Borrow
got a
them.
small problem here. She despises the Starks
Yeah.
just as much as the Lannisters.
Yeah, because they were responsible for
Because the
taking down her
Starks.
house.
Yeah, they took out her family. They were responsible for,
Yeah. Right.
how her life started.
Right.
That was them.
They've tried to kill her, and they
Yeah.
kind of sort of hired Jorah to spy on her.
That is.
Well, that was the Crown. That was the
Well,
Baratheons.
and
Still.
a Stark was on the panel to discuss that. So
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, you also gotta look the how the people respond to her. They didn't like the last Targaryen. They weren't all for it.
No.
and this lady, like this little person with an army of barbarians and dragons, just shows up.
Yeah.
That's going to be really well received on the shores.
And at one point, she's going to run into the other building army of barbarians from the north. And then
Got a lot of barbarian armies.
it'll come out of the woodwork that, Jon Snow
like
is her
barbarians.
nephew. And be like-
Maybe.
yeah, if that's actually a thing. But,
Not nephew. Wouldn't it be like stepbrother?
no, nephew.
No. Yeah.
Rhaegar Targaryen was her big brother.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if Jon Snow is Rhaegar's kid, that makes him Dany's nephew.
Yep.
So be like, hey, Auntie with the big scary dragons. There's this wall up there. You may have heard of it.
Do you wanna help?
I
You wanna throw-
know.
Shit on the other
Look
side
like
of
a
it.
Stark, not a Stark. Gotta make that abundantly clear.
It's like, I look like a Stark.
I just wanted you to
Not
know.
technically a Stark.
Quack
My
like
mother
a Stark.
was.
Bastard.
Quack.
Oh, God.
This is, all this stuff going on up there. These crazy things that are about to come in and just freeze everybody over. What, gonna go melt them, maybe?
Yeah.
Hey, could we
Do
just like
opposite day.
use your fire and you're breathing dragon.
Leave the skittish horse guys here, though. They don't need to see that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
They don't wear shirts. They wouldn't do good in the cold.
No.
her goal obviously is to come over
Mm-hmm.
to take the Iron Throne.
Right.
But she still doesn't have full control over Marine, which is what she also wants to do. So it's like, is she going to still take the time to fix Marine before she leaves? She still needs 1,000 ships.
She has she was holding Marine with under 8,000 unsullied and, some a mishmash of extra troops. So let's say generous 8,500 troops. She's now going to multiply that number by about 10 coming back.
Yeah.
So, and she has control over the dragon now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, he's just not flying around like, oh, mommy's mean to me.
Yeah.
And Tyrion let the other two loose, so maybe she can warm up to them.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to be pissed off to see her. I don't know. I'm not sure what she's going to
well,
do.
I mean, maybe if they see Drogon under her control, they'll be like, all right, he's bigger
Alright, I
than
guess
us.
it's cool.
Yeah, he's bigger than them.
Well, Big Brother says it's okay, so we might as well do it.
You can
Right.
do it.
He says she's cool.
Then we'll think she's cool.
He's Big Brother. He's older by a millisecond.
Yeah.
If he even is.
Well, he's the biggest one, too.
Yeah.
They really should be considering him large
He
brother.
may have hatched first. He may.
Yeah.
Could you show Mike? Can you show chat for a second? Because Danielle said something interesting.
I know Dany is the mother of her dragons,
yeah.
but I'm scared that one day the three dragons will tear her apart and kill her, because Jorah once said dragons can't be tamed.
Jorah said that dragons can't be tamed, but Tyrion also said that dragons are very smart
Right, and
emotional,
throughout,
and
like,
they're gonna remember their mother.
Right, and one of the things of the Valyrian Empire, or whatever the hell it was called, they had dragons. There were lots of them. From the history books, you get this in throughout the books and the extended literature and stuff like that. There were 40 houses that had access to dragons. The Targaryens were among the shittier of them. So all of those houses controlled their dragons, no problem. And, Aegon the Conqueror came over with 3. They rode their dragons just fine. They didn't get eaten or torn apart. But, you know what? I could see where that comes from. It would still worry me.
Mm-hmm.
Because how is she going to effectively ride 3 dragons? So, I don't...
Well, Tyrion can take one.
Oh my god!
His face if that ever happens. Just like,
Because I pictured it in my head and I was like, it's perfect. Dany on one, Tyrion on another, and what's her handmaiden?
Missandei?
Missandei on the third. Yes.
Well, wouldn't you think Worm? What is it? Grey
Worm?
be on one?
I think Missandei would be better
I don't think
suited
he
to
knows what
fly it.
emotions are yet.
No, he really doesn't.
Yeah, I think she's smart enough to be able to communicate with the dragon and be able to ride it.
She probably speaks dragon.
She speaks like 1,000
Knowing her,
languages.
she speaks
anyway.
every fucking language.
Right.
She's just gonna walk up to him like, and the dragon's gonna be like, oh,
Like
sick
Wookiee.
chilies, yeah.
So,
So down.
next episode is what we're going to talk about right now. We get another vague synopsis. But here we go. Episode 7 is called The Broken Man. I'm laughing because the final words in it are amazing. Anyway, the High Sparrow eyes another target. Good for him. Jaime confronts a hero. Okay. Arya makes a plan, and the North is reminded. Just, the North is reminded.
Okay.
Not the North remembers. Not the North remembers. The
No,
North
they're
is
reminded.
What are they reminded of?
They're
Some
reminded-
fucking guy.
They're reminded
I'm
to
telling you
remember.
right now.
They're
Some
reminded they
fucking
left
guy.
the oven on?
This guy is gonna show up on screen, deliver a letter to Ramsay, and just says, "You're in the North." And he's gonna leave.
It's just showing, must see, Lord Bolton here. Like, yes, I'm Lord Ramsay Bolton. It's like, I have a message. I've traveled weeks on foot, on horseback. It's an urgent message. Why couldn't you send a raven? Too important. Take it. I take my leave. Opens the letter. And like John said, you're in the North.
Did you send the ravens?
And then maybe a guy going like this on the bottom.
Picture of the Buddy Christ.
The Buddy Christ.
Oh, Daniela brings up a great point. She will enjoy seeing Cersei's trial. Cersei has one of those coming up.
That's right.
We
Oh,
all
yeah.
forgot about
Finally
that.
see the mountain fight.
Oh, yes.
Zombie form.
Jamie's whole panicky,
And
I'm at my place is at your side. During this trial, you need me. She's like, it'll be a trial by combat. I have the mountain.
I have the mountain.
I know, I was just going to say that. I was like,
He
yeah.
was just like, you know what, yeah.
Look on his face
And I
changed.
mean-
She's like, yeah, you got this. I'll be back.
This is gonna be a huge thing because, Cersei had to take the Walk of Atonement. Cersei has to go through trial, and Marjorie doesn't have to do any of it.
Nope.
This is definitely gonna be a, how dare she not have to do anything sort of a thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, because Cersei's a whiner like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean also it's incredibly biased. The only reason that she wasn't subjected to it wasn't because she actually atoned. It's because she made a political move.
Yep.
Now here's the question:
So it is actually bullshit.
who's the champion they get to fight against the Mountain?
Yeah,
Lancel.
Yes. Let's get Lancel Lannister with the symbol carved into his head and no armor.
Fuck Lancel.
Oh, beat him with me club, I will.
Well, that might actually be smart, because at the same point, she might feel somewhat harsh to kill one of her own.
Fuck that.
Nope.
For her life, forget it.
Nope. She ain't gonna care.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, true.
Not at this point.
That one's gonna
Don't
step
care about
up.
They say they act like they care about.
As soon as
Others.
the words came out of my mouth, I realized, yeah, I'm full of shit.
See, I feel like the
I think
Seth
she
is gonna
does
pull
care.
some bullshit where it's like, oh, you have to fight the entire religion, and he has to fight all of them.
No.
Good, kill them all.
I demand a trial by combat. Good. The Crown names the Mountain as our champion. Then she's fucked.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, actually, the champion does have to accept, though.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
is
he
that.
wouldn't
He kind of
Well,
can't talk.
just grunt loudly in protest.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the champion does have to actually accept the role of champion.
You could just throw somebody against the wall and be like,
Unless this is how they get Dorne back into the picture, because some asshole from Dorne shows up. It's like, I'll take on the mountain this time.
Again, someone
Yeah.
else from Dorne.
Just kill another Dorne person.
Who do they
maybe
got
those selfish bitchy.
They have the snakes, not the
vipers.
snakes. Vipers. There we go.
Yeah, but I don't think
bitches that I was just stating. I was like, yeah.
I don't think
couldn't
they're
They
Yeah.
couldn't take the mountain, especially now.
their dad
He's
couldn't
probably
take him.
immune to poison,
There is that.
so
Because he's pretty dead.
because he's pretty undead, and that's how it works.
I mean, their dad couldn't take him, and their dad was like, pretty friggin' amazing with a spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. So I believe that's our episode. I think we talked about everything.
Right. I think so, yeah.
All right then. Until next week, when the North is reminded. John, where can they find you?
Trying to figure out how to get a dragon on no more on Twitter.
I got one back there. Somewhere. I
It
have
is
a
a
dragon.
valiant quest. I
Good
couldn't
luck.
think of the word quest for the longest time. I'm like, deed, effort. What the hell am I talking about? Cleo, where can they find you?
I have a panther. Does that
Counts.
count? Okay, you can find me at Leomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest.
Pat and Michelle, where can they find you?
You can find us trying to find that dragon glass on Bichelle. Or in time and
And
space.
Space.
I miss having you two share a window. You can find me on Twitter at Philidrin, right here, somewhere. Pointing doesn't work. You can find all of us on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, MySpace, and YouTube at ASOTV Podcasts. You can follow us at those places for some more podcasts or some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and games. If you're watching us live, you can catch the Scream podcast, I believe it is, for the Scream TV series at 10 o'clock, which is in 6 minutes. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, and good night.
Bye.
Adios.
You didn't hear about MTV doing Scream?
Scream, the actual Scream from back in the day.
No, they're doing Scream TV, so it's